All right, guys, on this episode of Burnout's Hot Rod Shop, we're back on the 46 Ford pickup. This time, we're going to start working on some more of the subfloor so that we can get body mounts made. We can have this thing bolted to the frame instead of welded, and that'll pretty much clean up what we need to do there. Our next steps after that, if we have time in this episode, is going to be start to make the cage for the brake pedal. If not, we'll do that in the next episode. Stay tuned. It's going to be a good time. Hey guys, so you just watched me cut out these pieces. They're going to come in here. A nice snug fit. We'll get those tapped into place. We got this one here. Do the same thing. We've drilled them out so we can run bolts through. Next up, we're going to get them welded in. All right, well, now that we got this thing up on its back, you can see we've done these welds. My son put a little bit of paint on from the top side. We still got a few more to go. These are for the new pieces we put in. You can see we added some holes to be able to mount the cab to the frame. Did the same thing down here. And what those are for are to utilize the factory holes that we had here, and then the purchase here for the cab mounts. Same thing on this side. And that allows us to utilize using factory mounts. Now we won't use the forward ones, but we will use those. We've got this framing all done now. On the next episode, we will start making a halo to go in and tie in this bracket here for the brake pedal assembly. So you can see those two bolt holes that come off on the angled piece. We want to put a bar that runs through there, comes around, and then mounts down here onto our frame, goes across to the other side, and goes over there to our subfloor framing as well on the other side. So that'll be the next episode, what we do. Eventually we'll have to do the same thing to the bed. So we'll do the 6.5 inch drop by cutting out this original framing and welding in some new pieces. It'll be 6.5 inches deeper. That'll set us where the cab and the bed are back on the same plane. It won't look like it has hunched shoulders anymore. Before that though, we need to move this rear end forward. And the idea that I think I'm going to go with, or I'm going to try first, is to take the spring perches off, move them forward enough that the rear holes move to where the front mounting holes are. And then I will see what that gives us up here with the drive shaft, and also how it sits with the bed. So if it sits with the bed where I want it to be, but it doesn't locate the drive shaft, I may end up having to go with a different drive shaft. Or if I just need to change it up a little bit and put new holes in the frame, I can do that too. We also, once we do that and we find the location, I do have a C-notch that I can put in if I need to do that. I can C-notch that frame section. We need to actually mount this transmission cross member. So that's the original cross member from the 71 Mercury Marquis, and it was just cut down to fit in between. So I'll have to come up with some holes, put those into the frame so that can be hard mounted. See, we got the transmission mount from that 71 Marquis. We'll have to get all that lined up. So those are some of our next steps, some of our upcoming episodes. I know this seems to be a fairly short episode. It was a lot of cutting and grinding and welding work. There's not a lot to show with that, so it ends up being a lot of the time-lapse photography. But that'll be our next steps, getting all these welds done and start working on that halo. It may take us a few weeks. It may end up being another 10-minute or so video. At the same time, I want to get some cleaning done on the shovel head. You can see I got the Sportster out from by the wall. I got it fired up and running. Might mess with it a little bit. The Chrysler's been out and about this year, and I've had the Cobra out as well. As you saw in my previous video, we did an oil change on that one. The Chrysler I think is good. We did an oil change towards the end of the year last year, same with the shovel. Hey guys, thanks for watching this episode of Burnout's Hot Rod Shop, where we were able to finish up the subfloor on the 46 Ford pickup. We've got a few more welds to do underneath, but we're going to go ahead and make a hoop for the brake pedal on the next episode, and then we'll get those welds finished up as well while we've got it tilted up in the air. Again, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Please like, share, subscribe. We're just a few hot rodders hanging out in the pole barn behind my house and having a good time playing with this old truck, and I hope you enjoy it.